What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chat Room, a podcast dedicated with having interviews with upcoming stars and influencers of our generation. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at thechatroom.tcr and on Twitter at thechatroom_TCR. Also, don't forget to become one of our valued Patreon members, which allows you to unlock exclusive content while also supporting this podcast. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Chat Room. My name is Kadzamo Chandibaya, and I'm just so glad to have you guys here with me. Today, I have a very special guest, a DJ, Takudzwa Mfote. What's up, my G? How are you doing?
I'm great, man. Glad to be on the show, man. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. And you see, I know you've got something special in store for us at the end. So listeners, please do tune in because, it's going to be a crazy one, man. But how are you doing during this lockdown, man?
No, man, I'm great, man. Lockdown, as a DJ, it allows you to, listen to different things, it also helps you learn other things. So I'm actually pretty glad it's here, man.
Oh, all right. Man, that's interesting, dog. I'm not glad that it's here, just a disclaimer, but it is what it is. So, man, I just want to ask you, because, most DJs try so hard to come up with clever names, and my G, your name is one of those clever names, and I'm talking about stage names, by the way. So please, can you tell us why you chose the stage name DJ MadeHerBelieve?
Man, trust, many people have been asking me this question, man. But the name was just, it was just a concept I came with based on, I was using three elements, there was me, there was the music and the people listening to the music. So I tried to, combine everything in one. So basically, MadeHerBelieve is just in terms like people believing in what I'm doing, basically. Then the her was just a catchy phrase, her, I'm a guy. So people be like, but then what's the her? When you pull up and you're trying to listen to actually understand, like, is this all really, So basically, that was just a combination. Then, I stuck with it, and, it seems to be, drawing a lot of attention, which is dope.
It's very catchy and very smart. Man, I've always wondered ever since I started following you and just wondering why, why DJ MadeHerBelieve. But thank you for shedding some light onto that, bro. And, being a DJ is something that, in Zimbabwe is a rare thing. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but not a lot of people strive to be DJ. So, bro, what inspired you to become a DJ and what challenges have you faced, in terms of, I don't know, maybe feedback from close family members or friends and stuff like that? Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
So what happened is it started when I was just before my O-levels, man. I was going through a phase, in life, things weren't as great financially for the family and everything. So I just started listening to music, and it was just listening to music. Then, I just started playing around with music, made a couple of mixes, just started passing them around to my friends. And a couple of people were like, no, your taste isn't actually pretty bad, Then from there, I was like, this is actually something that I'm doing without really, having to actually sit down and be like, yo, dog, what's up, So I then started, I continued doing it. Next thing, people hitting me up for gigs, starting getting paid, So I feel like the journey, to be honest, it wasn't planned, It was just, so I was going through certain things. Then, they led me to, because music for me, I feel music for me is the way, it helps with a lot of emotions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the family, basically it was difficult, man, especially for me, man, my parents are quite, they're quite strict. In the sense that, it's, your degree, you go to school, you get your degree, you get your job. So at first, they were really not keen on it. And I remember I used to, jailbreak from home for a gig. I'll just be like, hey, I'm going to my boy's house. The next thing I'm at a gig, until late. So then slowly, I think they just noticed, he really loves what he does. Then from there, it's just been, then the element of just how it's taken, how artists are taken, people see them as just, people that went to school, they didn't make it. Then it's really basically with music. It really like for me when I DJ, I really try to have a connection with the people I'm trying to make them listen to what I'm doing. I try to create like a connection.
And like just on that, bro, like the type of DJ you are, you've been speaking of gigs and all that. What type of DJ are you? Because I do know that there are different types of DJs. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but usually a radio DJ doesn't really do like parties, or am I wrong with that?
So what basically happens is, for me, with what I've experienced, a DJ is just like, for example, the difference between maybe I feel for a club DJ and a radio DJ. A radio DJ talks more often, it's more interactive in the sense that they see requests, they talk to people, hey, how you guys doing, tell me the songs you want to listen to, give me your shout outs, but the concept, I believe a DJ is just, for me, is just the person who can connect. If I'm playing good music and I can switch between genres, I can switch between BPMs and all of that, and you're enjoying the vibe, I believe you're a DJ. Because at the end of the day, when you're listening to a DJ, if you're to do a certain dance, you're not supposed to notice when the song changes, for me, because so I believe a DJ, like radio, be it club, be it restaurants, I believe we're all DJs in the sense that we're here to entertain people, but it's just now different with how interactive it is, because in the club, some DJs don't prefer microphones, some just want to play, then they leave. Some are more interactive, they get an MC to assist. So I think DJs, it's very diverse.
Oh, all right, G. And like you were talking about how a proper DJ, you don't really notice when they change the tunes and stuff like that. And bro, like, is it something that's taught? Like, this is just like for me now. Is it something you teach yourself when it comes to DJing? Because I've always wondered, do you guys like take a course or online courses? I don't know, but like, is it something that happens with experience?
For me, to be honest, when I started out, no one taught me. Literally, I was just playing around with music. Then you send it out to a couple of people. They'll just be like, no, this is dope. Then when you now start getting proper gigs, like for example, parties and whatever, you start interacting with other DJs. Then they start telling you certain concepts that you need to listen to. Because basically when you're mixing, like I was told that, whatever you're mixing, it should sound good. The moment you feel like, nah, this is not sounding good, it's not on, basically. So for me to then say I went to a course, I was on YouTube, and I'll be like, for me, that's not how it worked. I was pretty lucky that in the course of the journey, I've had certain people that come to me and they're like, no, listen, when you're mixing these type of genres, I feel you should do this type of thing. By the end of the day, just make sure it sounds nice. That's the advice I've gotten.
Oh, all right. No, man, that's pretty dope, G. And like, of all the events that you've performed at, well, I ran into you earlier this, late last year, actually. I think it was in December at Hometown, G. And, that was one of the gigs you were doing. So where have you performed that, you can say, yes, this is the gig that I would want to do again? Like, what's your favorite event?
To be honest, for me, it was playing at Club Connect. In the sense that the people that come to Club Connect are diverse. They are so diverse, it's crazy. Because I remember, usually I play like Hometown, Pariah. So there's a certain type of way that I'm used to play, So when I got to Club Connect, I tried doing the exact same thing or something similar. People just looking at me like,
what's this guy doing?
What is this? So I remember for the first 15 minutes it was, bro, and then Connect, the stage is a bit higher so everyone can see you. I promise you, if people had things to throw at me, they would have thrown stuff at me. So then, lucky enough, I noticed that this vibe is different.
It's not good.
Then I quickly switched up. Then
I feel like that's the problem when it comes to DJing. You really need to know your crowd, because if the crowd is not vibing, it's gonna be a long night for you. Am I right?
Dude, it's a nightmare. Like, I won't lie to you. Like, it was my first time playing in that club,
Yeah. And bro, how do we book it?
Man, you can hit me up on my email. My email is bookingmadeherbelieve@gmail.com. or you can, you know, send me a DM on my Instagram or even on Twitter. Just hit me up in my DM. You know, we can link up. We can communicate. It's not hustle. It's not a hustle.
It's not a hustle. And listeners, please, I will be putting all the socials and the links in the description so that you can get hold of DJ MadeHerBelieve. But bro, I have like 6 questions, and these are one-word answer questions basically. So I don't know, it's something fun that I thought we could do. And so it's basically, what do you prefer, this or that? But let me start. Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
All right. Netflix and chill with your girl, or Brian and FIFA with the boys?
Brian and FIFA with the boys.
Oh man. I hope she's not listening. But moving on. Phone call or text?
Text.
Okay. Cardio or weights?
Weights.
All right. And 2 more. Burna Boy or Davido?
Burna Boy.
Okay. And then Burna Boy or Wizkid?
Hey. No, I'll go with Burna.
Nah, the boy Burna is dope. No cap. Like, that guy is just killing it.
He's killing it. Yeah.
Like, everything he does now is just a banger. But man, interesting answers there. But just before we close off, my G, what advice would you give to aspiring DJs in your position? Like, as a youth growing up in this, 21st century, what advice can you give?
I would say that, well, in my experience, I've noticed that you just need to keep working, at times you feel tired, like making mixes, at times you're shy to talk to certain managers, you're scared to approach certain people, but you actually realize that at times, that's the one move that you need to make it. So I would say they should keep, perfecting their craft. They should just keep pushing, and they'll make it, and they shouldn't give up. Even if these big DJs don't give them slots, even if they have to play for free, they should know their end goal, that they want to make it in the end, because it starts with something,
Yes, that's true.
Like for me, I've been DJing for 4 years now. I only got major exposure, I think 3 years in. For some it's a lot, for some it's not a lot, but I feel like they should just keep pushing. They should keep creating content, and they should look to to be diverse. Don't just DJ only. Look into promoting. Look into production.
Now that's very dope, G. And thank you for coming on and just allowing us into your world. DJing is something that a lot of people don't really don't really look into. I mean, we encounter DJs everywhere, but it's something that I personally have never even thought about saying, what goes on behind the scenes and stuff like that. So thank you for coming on, my G.
No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man. This is a great movement, man. Yes.
No stress, G. And as you've promised us, my G, you've got a little mix for us. So thank you, listeners, for coming on, and thank you, Takudzwa. And we're just gonna end with the mix. But please do remember to like us on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. We are on every single social media page. Please do get engaged. Please do, ask questions if you have any questions. And I'll see you on our social media. But that's it for now. Peace and enjoy the mix.
Ichawi abuse, security chikaba leche kubata neji. Mosaide che kufana nitira. Chiku pisa kupura suva chidi unite kuchikushitira. I'm hot. Ndinenge pati mukot. Ndirukuna nisonge chachi mukot. Ndobika style and ndinenge mukot. Oh party yo, see what you carry. No more any money mo. Make a body gonna want. Give it to me sharply, know say for me, yo. Baila mami, yo. I could do this all night long. Don't go, baby, carry me to go, baby, carry overload, baby. Shade it in the end about you. Don't go, baby, carry me to go, baby, carry overload, baby. Shade it in the end about you. Lelele, lelele. Charge my energy, I no get time for no enemy. Tori pe pole to me. Nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say bashi. Money soon expected. Take our body and jump. I take her to the person. Jelly, je. I'm in the answer, then yes sir. Nana me then the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though una know say I special. Anybody, when no one to search you. Anybody, when no take body body.
This is DJ MadeHerBelieve.
Lighters up, one time lighters up. Pulled up in the party when you saw me, I was lighting up my J. So go ahead and brighten up my day. Lighters in the air when you're lighting up the rave. And it's feeling like I met you here before. Girl, I felt your presence when they let you through the door. Never had a brother give you everything and more. So I take a little piece and then the rest of it is yours, me and more.
You don't dare when I don't they tell you, but can you taste and I play? I don't know where till you they do me, we just they start out my brain.
Fuck loving when I put you in your place. I can tell you love it just by looking in your face. It's the way that you wind up your waist. I'm so in awe, girl, you never have to worry about nothing. You know it's yours, you know you're on it.
Girl, you just hold it. Something's about to go down. Somebody pass the potion. I feel like I'm roller coasting. Nobody can stop the motion. They moving to my controller. I thank God I'm getting closer. Your wifey, she claims she know us. Lungwa, you do not know